Hey, this is Brian Wright, and you are now in the Daily B. You can find me at brianwright732.com. You can find my consulting company at wrightpartnersinc.com, and you can find my gym, which we have the beautiful wall of fame behind us, at killerbcsa.com. And again, this is Brian Wright, and this is the Daily B. So I have two words. This is four, so I'll drop this down here. Now we've got two. Two words. We've got patience and we've got waiting. They're two completely different words that people will intertwine to their own convenience at times. Patience is an actual, let's say, strategy or tactic that must be employed with certain things. There are people, places, things that are going to require patience within us as leaders and developers to see something grow to, its full potential. So waiting, on the other hand, is basically not doing, and there's a difference. Patience, we are strategically not doing something because we set something in motion and we're allowing it to grow. Waiting, on the other hand, is a whole nother ball of wax. If you have something that you feel like needs to come out, should be done, but you don't do it because you're afraid of what the reaction is going to be, that's waiting. That is a negative business model. A lot of people consider themselves to be creators or innovators, but that's a bunch of nonsense if they're waiting more than they are doing. It's like the whole idea of writer's block. There's really no such thing as writer's block. There's just fear and apprehension, which puts us in a position of waiting. The ideas are there, but we're trying to stack these ideas up against existing concepts, and that is, basically neutralizing us because we're trying to compete with things that don't necessarily relate with what we're trying to say or do. So we need to stop waiting, and we need to allow ourselves to create and to innovate and to put new things out into the world. I mean, it's every person that ever created anything. If they waited for someone else to do it, they wouldn't be who they are, or it may never have gotten done. So really, it's our obligations as humans with ideas and thoughts and an evolutionary process for us to get these things out into the world. And if it sticks and it's great and the world embraces it, fantastic. If it doesn't, oh well, so what? Anybody that's ever tried to sell something understands that you're going to fail many more times than you're going to succeed, but that, those few times you succeed, that's all you need. That's what makes up for all that, temporary failure. So, you really got to understand, are you tricking yourself when you're waiting to say you're being patient, but you're really just afraid and apprehensive because you don't know if it's going to succeed? People, you don't know if anything's going to succeed if you don't do it. You can't lose a game you don't play. Well, you can't win a game that you don't play either. So I would rather lose 1,000 times while being in the creative process so that I can find that one thing that's going to bring all of my failures together and create an overall success for my situation. So that's the main thing. Understand that patience and waiting are two completely different ideas. Don't confuse the two, and don't use one or the other as an out for your inability to overcome your fears and your apprehensions. Create. Give yourself the opportunity to be an innovator. Give yourself the opportunity to bring new things into the world, and there's no reason for you to hold on to your ideas, because if you're just holding on to them, they might not even be benefiting you. But if they're just existing inside you, the rest of the world is being denied whatever greatness you have within. So let your greatness out. Let the world see what it is, and don't allow the reactions to become judgments for yourself, because honestly, anything you create is sound and solid if you believe in it, and there's a truth to it. So you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in the things that you create, and you have to allow that belief to get you through. So, validation really comes from within. It doesn't come from without. If you need the outside world to validate your internal existence, again, I've said it before, there are certain times when you should turn this off and go see a psychiatrist, because trust me, if you can't love yourself, no matter how much love you get from the outside, you're going to have a void that's not going to be filled, and then you're just going to be chasing all these weird things. So find the confidence to create, find the confidence to express, and then let the world deal with what you've put out, and just keep putting out and don't worry about what all these people are saying. If you're satisfied with what you're doing, that's all you should really need. So that's my rant of the day. Have a good one.